Hey guys, and welcome back to our White Tigers Rising series here with the Truro City Football Club. We are back beginning of April, so I tweaked it by a game so that I can do this and one more episode to round out the whole season, and that should wrap this season up nicely to close out on Friday. Uh, so that was the plan. Nothing shady. Just felt like making my life a hair simpler as I'm trying to get the recordings done here. So as you can see, we are seventh on 62 points out of 38 games. So I believe we've got 10 to go in here. So uh, Christ, if this isn't tight, we've got a shot. We're 10 points off of fourth, but fifth through seventh is certainly tight here. So um, this is pretty entertaining in season one. We have officially dodged relegation. I had to pay those bonuses, which hurt because not like we're flush with cash. Um, so we paid those. So we are officially going to be in the championship next year, which is awesome. So now we're just playing with house money here. So hopefully we can get this. So when we left, we did the 6-0 drubbing of Rotherham United. We then went on the road to Wickham. We left it a little later than I would have liked, but we put Wickham away fairly comfortably, 3-0. Then came a bit of a surprise in a grind in a very, very tough match. Um, we managed to beat Bristol City 1-0. We stayed home. We played West Ham really tough set piece, and that was it. So we go down to West Ham, and then another tough game here. This was Murderers Row this month. We drew 2-2 with Nottingham Forest. We then went on the road and absolutely took it to Huddersfield. 3-0, picking up all 3 points there. And then an absolute just war with Everton at home to take a point from that one with the Toffees. So we're into Brentford today. Cardiff is another biggie. Sheffield's a must-win in the next set. Most of these games are all. We've got a pretty easy run in, and we need to be clearing wins and points from all of those to make sure that we are making our way to the playoffs. But today is Brentford, 10th, so should be a winnable game in here, or at least we should be able to perform well. I'll put Eunice on the bench. Not a whole lot to speak of team-wise. I'll do a quick here squad look. Goal-wise, Parry's up to 21 in the league on 36th. Um, just do stats overall. So he's on 25 in 42 games, 21 in the league, 9. A smattering. We're getting a bunch of goals from a bunch of places. He's also our leading assist man at 10. Simon Ray at 9. Nichols at 8. So pretty phenomenally in there. A whole mess of guys sitting at over 7 on this. So pretty pleased overall with the performance of the squad. Again, our scoring is out of this world. We're certainly picking up the defensive pace. We're solidifying a bunch here. So hopefully we can keep pushing our way up the top and keep the pressure on with our highly favorable end. I'm not sure I care about a Welsh guy going in. So, okay, so same lineup as usual. So we have Ingram, Lynch, Van, Willis, Turner. I've got Hodge on the bench. He's, I can't seem to get anybody to really play well. So I keep rotating he, Willis, and Van. But Jordan Perry, Simon Ray, Robson, and Nichols across the midfield, and Bore and Jake Perry up front. So we'll see what happens today. We certainly are enjoying a lot of possession. That would be an understatement. We are one of the highest, I think we are the highest possession-based team in the championship at this point, which is okay. This isn't one of our Dalglish's. We'll have to take a look at halftime. Big tackle from Van, but we can't follow it up. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get in as much of the recording here in one shot as I can to buy myself some time for this off season, because this is going to take some time and some plotting and some thinking to figure out what exactly the team looks like, who I can try and get back on loan, who I can't, where we're at, what division we're at, and what kind of money things look like. So I'm trying to buy myself some time, given the complexity of what this will look like. Oh, yeah, that's just sexy football right there. That's sexy football. Oh, I love that. I love it. Nichols just wide out, just Parry's just waiting right there, right on the volley. Just keeper's going totally in the wrong direction. Oh, not a lot of away fans from Truro here, unfortunately. Our area does not seem to be terribly popular with traveling. Shame, since we're playing so well, that the fan base may get to miss our potentially miss our one stop in the Sky Bet Championship here, which is both cool and unfortunate. But we'll see what happens. Um, our little 6,000 person stadium here. I saw a news article show up before the other day that said Manchester United in the game set a record for Capital One Cup attendance at like 90,000. Um, that would be awesome. We have like 6 or 5. I think we have 5,000 seats in the stadium. So uh, we are not playing that particular level of game just yet. But yeah, one day we'll see what happens. But one day we'll see. But not even sure there are 90,000 people in the entire section of this of in that entire area. Okay, working the ball around here. Yeah, so this game falls very nicely into the we must win category. 3 points here is huge and a must, especially with Burnley drawing. That will that's a huge part of what we need to be doing here to help pull us up the table. That kind of crap is not useful, guys. We need to be pulling ourselves up the table. We have a mass of winnable games. They may be a little scary. Ooh, again, the sexy football, Jake Parry. They may be a little tough since there's going to be a bunch of teams in the relegation zone. So they're not really able to turn off for the year and start thinking about next year. But I'm sort of hopeful that we can use them that to sort of vault ourselves up and be a little more reliable. We get match after match. Um, I'm fully expecting the Cardiff match to be a tough one, but we have played very, very well against teams in that same area. So a draw or a win is certainly well in the cards for how we've performed. Um, so we'll have to take a look, but keep it focused, boys. But there's a lot of winnable games in our run in here, which means we should be um, very comfortable. I think we should be a comfortable playoff team. I don't think we're going to be able to pull it up for automatic promotion. It'd be interesting. There are a lot of winnable, in our 30 remaining points here. I'll bet you there's probably 21 to between 21 and 27 that are real. I would call them real. There, maybe 24. At 62, what's that? That's 86 points. The two auto promotion teams are currently on 77. Yeah, that's gonna be dicey. Um, I mean, anything's possible, I suppose, but uh, I would say that I wouldn't imagine that that's um, I wouldn't imagine that that's a doable feat for us. Um, but But we'll have to see. But I think the playoffs are certainly a realistic achievement right now, given where we're at and what we've got left. So, um, which is exciting nonetheless. So if we see Burnley picks up is picking it up. But we're getting the job done that we need to get done. That's pretty much all we can do. But if we keep winning, who knows? Okay, Robson. Oh, just couldn't turn around his man. Just couldn't do it. Okay, well, we're getting down to the tail end here. So, whoops. Oop, just tips it over. Okay, that's probably the last significant action for the game. But close this one down. Counterattack for them is on. Oof, good last minute defense. And that's pretty much everything this one has to offer. Blow the whistle, ref. Let's call it a day with the Tigers winning 2-0 on the road at Brentford. Another really nice win. I'm not going to argue. I will take it. So we're stuck here again in 6th, but we're starting to push a little bit of a gap up on here, our 7th rather. So we're knocking on the door. We've got the opportunity to get in here, 75. So fingers crossed, we're going to be able to pull this one off. So as I said, the Perry has beaten Freddie Tracy's 6-year-old goal scoring record with 26 goals this season. So anyway, schedule. We're back here on the last day of the season. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fixtures left. We're back here against the McDons. So I will see you guys against the MK Dons from Brooklyn Park to close out our first season in the Sky Bet Championship. So until then, guys, do remember, please leave a like on the video if you like what you're seeing. If you got any thoughts or you want to see anything, do leave me a comment and I will get back to you, and I will see you against the Dons. Bye now.